big movie debut for the weekend box office, and there are long lines to prove it. Here to tell us all about it is James Molnar from the Toledo Free Press. Good morning. How are you?
Good. I avoided Twilight, as we were talking about. It's Breaking Dawn Part 2. I avoided that like the plague and went to a screening north of Detroit just to avoid those lines. And there were a lot of people there, as I can attest.
And you did that on Wednesday.
I did, and there were still a lot of people there as well.
Okay, so tell us all about the final installment.
This movie is for the fans. If you are a Twilight fan, you're going to love this movie. It picks up right where part 1 left off. Bella's awake, she's alive, she's now a vampire, and they have some unfinished business to do. The Volturi, as you may recall, as you see here, they are not very happy because they think that the kid, Renesmee, between Bella and Edward, is actually a kid that was turned, an immortal kid. And evidently that's not quite legal in their system, and so they have to get to the bottom of this, which leads to some really good action sequences. I would say the first half of this movie for me was kind of slow, kind of going through just the story and the action. But once it picks up, and funny enough, I find the turning point to be when Jacob gets shirtless. And then people in the audience are laughing because of the circumstances behind that.
You know what's funny is that Kristen Stewart did an interview not too long ago with Entertainment Tonight, and she said that that was one of her favorite parts of filming.
And it was a funny scene. You know, he just basically drops his drawers, and and as you saw there, I gave this 4 out of 5 stars, and I'm putting this on the Twilight scale because I don't think comparing Twilight to other movies is gonna help anyone. It's for the fans. It's
for the
hokey.
Twihards.
It's cute. It's about sparkling vampires. That's what you're gonna get when you.
Okay, so is it going to disappoint the Twihards out there?
I do not think so. Now, I haven't read any analysis of like point-by-point book to movie analysis, but I think the Twihards are going to enjoy this movie.
Okay, and clearly
and they may tear up at the end.
They're in line waiting, so that's good that you're saying that this will be a good movie for them, and it's the last one, so
and good
go
for
out with
some
a bang.
Entertainment. They're going to make bank on this movie this weekend.
All right, well, one movie that was actually quite empty that you saw.
Yes, Lincoln. And it was actually hard to find a midnight showing. I had to go to Ann Arbor to see it just because Twilight just was
dominating,
and taking all the theaters, and why not? They're filling every seat. So I saw Lincoln. It is Steven Spielberg's new project here. Daniel Day-Lewis plays Lincoln, and it kind of picks up during the Civil War, and it's the last few months of Lincoln's life, end of slavery, and it is amazing. I love this movie. 5 out of 5 stars. Sally Field as the wife of Lincoln is great. Daniel Day-Lewis, exceptional. James Spader, really interesting. I didn't know he was in this movie. So I really loved him as well. Tommy Lee Jones should get an Oscar nomination.
Oh,
he
coming
should.
From the James Molnar. That's
and Daniel Day-Lewis could win the Oscar for this role.
All right. Well, hey, so that's 2 good movie reviews, and if you're not a Twihard, this is something that you can check out.
Definitely.
All right, James, where can folks go for more information?
ToledoFreePress.com/movies. They can read my full Twilight review for them and read more about Lincoln. And also my blog, thegoldenite.com.
Okay, thank you so much for giving us a look at this week's box office. I won't be standing in line for Twilight. I usually tend to wait after things die down, so I won't have a review for another couple of weeks or so.